Oh, this bloody sun. Oh. Stupid 50-cent map. I think this is it. After all these years, the Temple of the Five Faces. No, this is not right. It's not. It's the. Where is the chamber? It must be. I don't understand. Upstairs, that's it. This must be it. I found it. After all these years. The Temple of the Five Faces. And here they are in the altar. The Pentagon altar. Yes! This one and this one. This one too. And him. And finally... I don't believe it. The fifth face. The one that we've been searching for. The one that we desperately wanted to see. Nothing but a blank frame. But still I'm here, in the temple. I mustn't disturb anything. It must be recorded precisely. I'll start my blog. Hello. Yes, folks. I am here finally in the Temple of the Five Faces. Right here, you can see around. This is it. The altar with 5 faces on it. But before I go any further, I must talk about my partner back in Joburg, Dr. Vergonian. Without him and his support and his research, none of this would be possible. He has a large family and he couldn't make the trip to Myanmar. But he is more than a part of this team. What on? Hey! What on earth? It's not possible. Hello? Hello? Why not that face? That's... Oh. It's just not possible. It just... Hey! Hey! That was my camera! that contained everything I've recorded since I've been in Myanmar. Bring it back! Hello! I'm talking to you! What the hell is... Ah!
Oh. Hi, Jess.
Oh, Professor. Oh, you've changed again.
What do you mean? Sorry, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you had a different face during all of that fuss with the Vergonian Empire.
Fuss? Sorry, what?
Yeah, you're back to your other self now. It's really strange. I almost didn't notice at all.
Maybe it's got something to do with some sort of temporal instability. Or it could be... Jess?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making this up as I go along.
It is odd.
No, there's something different about you too. Something intangible. Can't quite put my finger on it, but it's clear that this regeneration isn't fully stabilized yet. Maybe it won't. Not now. Not ever.
What was that? That was inside the TARDIS.
Yes, it was. Well, whatever it was, it's past now. Maybe some sort of magnetic interference has passed on too. No!
Professor. Professor, it's a camera.
So it is. You know what? Let's take a selfie.
Professor.
Oh, yes, all right. So, a camera has appeared out of thin air inside the TARDIS. This is something you don't see every day. Let's take a look, shall we?
Knock yourself out.
Okay. SD card. Aha.
You know, you can view the contents on the camera, Professor.
You mean, Professor? Yes, well, I prefer to use the TARDIS media player, thank you.
So, these are some of the thousands of temples of Bagan in Burma. So, some of you watching may know it as Myanmar, but to me, it'll always be Burma. Who am I? Oh, that's a good question. Hello? Am I there? Oh, do I really look like that? My name is Professor Ziegal, and I am here in Bagan, Myanmar, looking for the Temple of the Five Faces. Now, most of the temples around here date back as far to the 12th, 13th century, so there's a lot of history here. And somewhere in one of the temples it's the Temple of the Five Faces, but it's not known as that anymore. The name has been lost over time. So I have been researching now for many years to find this mythical temple, which apparently has a pillar, an altar in the center, and it has different faces on each side, but there are 5 of them, and they are supposed to be the same man. I don't know how this is possible. Anyway.
What exactly have we found?
I'm not sure, Jess. But I'm pretty keen to find out.
How did the camera get inside the TARDIS, Professor? You must have some idea.
Well, it certainly came through with a lot of strange energy. I'll just double check the TARDIS readings here. Aha! I see. So, arriving in our dimension, but via another. Or 3.
What are these numbers? Coordinates?
How'd you know that?
They look like coordinates.
You know, it's much more fun if I'm the only one who knows this stuff.
I miss the other you. So, what next?
Well, we'll land as close to the time-space coordinates as we can, and then we'll go inside the temple, and with a little bit of luck we'll be able to find this doctor, or professor, or...
Professor Ziegal.
Is that his name?
Yeah. So, Burma, Myanmar, one of those?
Yeah, well, it's the same place. Just depends on how colonial you're feeling.
About the same as usual. Professor, why couldn't we actually land inside the temple?
I don't know. There's one way to find out.
Do you think that Dr. Ziegal is alive inside the temple?
I hope so. History has shown it's probably highly unlikely, but we can still hope.
So, which one?
Well, I'd say that one. Ladies first.
Right, boldly going where the Professor fears to tread. Are you sure this is the right place, Professor? Temple seems pretty touristy. And why up here? Couldn't there have been another hidden door?
Ah, yes, but the chamber appears to be through there. You see, this device traces the energy that brought that camera to us.
We're so lucky to get cameras sent to us through the ether of the time vortex.
Yeah, indeed. Now, I think I'll go first this time. Let's see what we've got. Well, here we are.
Professor, it's... Nope, sorry, got nothing.
This device is going wild. The power seems to be emanating from this altar.
Professor, look. 5 faces.
You can't count. It's 4.
What?
Yeah. See this one, blank. But I wonder why. Waiting, perhaps.
Waiting?
Yeah, for someone to fill the space, so to speak.
Professor, this one.
What about it?
Oh my god. I know this person. This is you.
What do you mean?
All that stuff with the Vergonians, Esdras, Beta 9. This is what you looked like then.
This is the face that I saw when I was struggling with my regeneration.
What about any of these others?
I don't know. My memory's not so good when I'm trying to remember all those faces in the mirror.
You know what this means, don't you, Professor?
No, Jessica. What does this mean?
This temple, it's a temple to you. And this blank one, it's waiting for your now face to go.
We're not going to do that whole now me thing again, are we?
These Apollonians worshipped you, Professor.
But Jess, I don't know any Apollonians. Look, seriously, you must be mistaken.
Then why all these faces?
Well, for all we know, that guy just looks like me. What I used to look like. And as for the rest of them, they could have been former elders, exceptional tourists. All right, I got nothing.
I think you're a little in denial here, Professor.
No, we're in Myanmar, not in Egypt.
I think you need to take this a little bit more seriously.
Okay, look, seriously, yes, Jess, I would love to consider that there are a whole bunch of people out there who consider me some kind of a god, but, what's that sound? Ah, hello there. We didn't expect to see anybody else here. Well, we were hoping to find a Professor Ziegal, but not a,
Professor, she's a hologram.
But not her broom, it would seem. Hey, look at this.
This is Ziegal's wallet, Professor. Hand me that photo. This woman, look!
It's her, Jessica. This is no ordinary temple.
That's pretty much been established.
No, but Jessica, don't you understand? There's some sort of amazing, awesome technological power here. This is not just a religious place. The hologram comes from the photo. See, the broom is real, but the hologram is an image from the photo, which is some sort of normalization product whenever someone enters.
And so where is Ziegal?
Well, the camera fell through dimensions. Perhaps Ziegal did too.
So why didn't he appear in the TARDIS?
Because this is the confluence of an incalculable number of dimensions.
Now you're just talking gibberish again.
Come on, Jess, you know how it works. For every choice, there is a dimension. There are infinite number of choices, so an infinite number of dimensions. But when I say infinite, it's more than like an incredibly high amount of dimensions.
Oh. That.
Yes. Now let me see. If we're able to pass through the confluence, we might be able to land smack bang in the same place where Ziegal was, if he was the last person to pass through it.
And if the camera was the last thing, I guess we'd just be transported to the TARDIS?
Not exactly. You see, the TARDIS was in the time vortex when the camera appeared, so that's where we'd appear too.
Professor, that'd be a disaster.
Quite. So, let's go, shall we?
Professor, why are we always disappearing and reappearing in places? I don't mean in the TARDIS. I mean whenever we're out of the TARDIS, it seems like we can't stay in the same spot.
Do we? Yeah, I guess that's true. But at least this time it was intentional.
Yeah, Professor, I hate to ask, but I presume you've used foresight with this. Your machine can get us back, right?
Oh, absolutely it can. Well, I think. Well, I hope. Well,
Professor, you're the worst.
yes, all right. Never fear, Jess. Everything will be okay. Look, we'll get back to the TARDIS just if I make some adjustments. Here, yes. But the one problem is we need to be in the exact same spot where we arrived.
Okay, well, here.
I like it, Jessica Fisher. I like it a lot.
Good. Any ideas where we are?
Well, it's Earth or some Earth-like planet in a different dimension.
It's quiet. I can't see any people.
So, lovely time for an afternoon stroll?
If you say so. How are we going to find him?
Clues. We'll look for clues.
Heaven help us.
Now, we need to keep in mind that the professor arrived at this very spot. But some time has passed, and very little. Maybe an hour. So if we look on the ground, we can see... Aha, yes! Footprints! And they go off in this direction. But he seems to make a drastic turn and go back this way.
What was that?
What? What? Oh, it's probably nothing. Dimensional instability. Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
As eggs as eggs. Come, the footprints go down this path.
Professor. Blood.
Let me have a look. You're right.
Look, there it is again. Some sort of creature.
Jessica, I didn't want to alarm you, but in places of dimensional instability there are creatures. Creatures who hunt down beings that are not meant to be in that dimension. Like us.
Professor, have they hurt Ziegal? Or killed him?
Most likely, yes.
And that's his blood.
Oh, there's no need to look upon it negatively, Jessica. Look, seeing he's not dead here, that means he might be alive somewhere else. And if he has been hurt, that means he's moving slower than he normally would. Which means it's easier for us to catch up with him. Come on, let's go.
Professor, you don't have to enjoy it quite so much.
Professor Ziegal.
Who are you?
We're here to get you out of here.
How did you get here?
Oh yes, let's just have a chat while there's interdimensional creatures trying to eat us for supper.
How come they haven't already?
Because they aren't fully corporeal in one dimension. They exist across a multitude of dimensions. They hunt down on body heat and body signature. Once they've mapped out your body, they rip you apart, molecule by molecule.
That's lovely.
We haven't got much time. No doubt they've already got Ziegal's body signature. We better get him back to where we were. Can you walk?
But my left leg.
Oh, come on. Lean on me. We've got to get you back to the spot where you arrived. Come on. It's okay. We know where it is.
Okay.
What?
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Professor, if we don't keep moving, we will get ripped apart.
I know. Come on. Let's go, Ziegal.
How much further?
Not that much further. Just down there.
Okay.
We're here. We made it.
Come on, Ziegal. Just a few more steps.
You still haven't told me.
My God.
No time, Jessica. They'll have us too. Come
Professor, he's...
I know.
We so nearly saved him. Isn't there anything we can do?
To save him? No. But there is something I think we should do.
What's that? This is it.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Are you Dr. Bagan?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
We're here about your research partner.
Professor Ziegal.
Yes.
Well, he's not here right now. He's in Myanmar.
I'm sorry. Professor Ziegal has died. We were there.
Died? Oh, please come in.
Oh, hello there. Joseph, who are your guests?
Professor, it's...
Yes. I don't know their names.
I'm Jessica, and this is the professor. Dr. Ziegal had this photograph of your family with him in Myanmar. You must have been very close.
Yes, he was like part of the family. What happened to him?
Perhaps you'd better sit down.
Right, yeah. Let's all sit down. Coffee, tea?
Tea would be great. Professor?
Yes. Tea.